Win, that's 3 wins from 4. What did you like about today, and how good were the 2 goals?
Well, what I like today is that we adapted to a very different scenario that we faced in the last 2 games against Liverpool. It was a completely different game, and I'm happy the way we played the game that we had to play, and we had the right patience. We created the right moments in the game when a lot of spaces started to open up towards the second half. We scored 2 great goals, but when that happens, we need to improve to score the third one, and then the game is gone. And in the Premier League, the first time that they go near our box, they score the goal, and then you have to hang in there, and I don't want to suffer as much because I lost my voice.
What about the second goal? 19 passes before that goal, the most before any goal in the Premier League this season. It was superb.
Yeah, it was really good. I think the team is evolving in the right way, in possession in certain areas. Again, to attack this low block 5-3-2, the way Chris got them organized, how resilient they are, how clever they are, the way they manage and conduct you to certain areas to trap you there is really tricky. But the moment we increase our ball speed and we started to read and provoke certain situations better, we attacked more efficiently with more purpose, and that's how we scored the goals.
Just on Saka, a first Emirates goal. I mean, how much are you looking forward to seeing him in an England shirt now?
Yes, I want to see it on my TV, relaxed. Now it's nothing to do with me. I'm just going to be cheering for the boys, for him and for Ainsley as well. And it's been a really difficult week, I believe, for Bukayo. Playing twice at Anfield, obviously, it's enough, but as well, all the attention that he got from all the media after he got the call-up as well, you have to show a lot of temper and you have to manage your emotion, and I think he did that really well with a lot of maturity.
A couple of final questions. You said on Friday how important this transfer window is. I mean, going into deadline day, how confident do you still feel?
Well, I am confident that we know exactly what we want to do, that we are all trying our best to finalize the deals that we want, whether it is sending people on loan or bringing someone in. We have complete connection and cohesion between myself, Edu, the boards, and the ownership, and let's see what happens in the next 36 hours.
Can you say anything about the futures of Guendouzi, Torreira and Kolasinac, though? Will they still be Arsenal players on Tuesday morning?
Well, I cannot comment, unfortunately, right now. There are things going on behind the scenes, but at the moment, there is nothing definitive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nick, haters.
Hi, Mikel. Can you just give us a quick comment on Nicola Pepe's contribution today? Made a big difference when he came on, didn't he?
Well, I'm really happy, first of all, for him and obviously for the contribution he made for the team. When this type of players, they are not playing, obviously they are not happy, but I demanded on match day to be completely focused and determined to make the impact when they have the chance to play, and it's exactly what he's done. So I think it's another step forward for him. He's capable of doing that. He needs to do it with consistency. This is the demands that we're going to put on him, but I'm delighted that he's done it and he helped the team a lot today to get the points.
If you can get everything you want out of him and other players improve too, and then fail to get the targets you want, do you think you have a squad strong enough to challenge the top 4 already?
Well, it's a lot of things that you're saying that have to happen at the same time throughout 10 months, and that's the challenge that we have. And to do it every week, I think they get a lot of feedback. We try to coach them the right way. We're trying to give them the right environment for them to grow and feel comfortable at our club. But after, there are moments, there are moments personally, there are moments of confidence, there are moments when you play more or less, and you have to sustain that through a season with 24, 26 players, and that's the challenge that we have ahead of us, whether we can do it or not.
Mark, Press Association.
Hi, Mikel. I know you're not one for giving out names or anything like that, but between now and tomorrow evening, do you expect there will be at least one new signing?
Well, I don't know. What I can guarantee you is that we are doing our maximum for that to happen. Whether we're going to achieve it or not, I don't know.
Is there a specific area of the pitch where you're looking for improvements as opposed to somewhere else? I think today you see the midfield. Mo Nene and Ceballos and only Granit on the bench? So is that an area where you could do with more bodies?
Well, I cannot discuss the players that we want, but we recognize certain positions that we believe we are short, first of all, in numbers, and then adding different qualities to complement each other. And this is what we are trying to do.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Charles, go.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Just a quick one on Gabriel, first of all. He seemed to have settled remarkably well into his role at the club. I mean, he was fantastic today. The last 10 minutes after the goal, I thought he was great. I mean, how impressed have you been by his start to life at Arsenal?
I am very impressed because I always said that in this league, in this country, one of the most difficult positions to play is a centre back, because you get challenged, you get exposed many times and tested many times throughout 96 minutes. But I saw on the first day, he has a lot of personality, has a big courage to play, and he's not impressed by anything. He's very secure, he's very stable as well mentally throughout the game. And I think he has the physical and technical attributes to adapt really well to the league. That's why we signed him. But credit to him, because to do it in this short space of time, I think that's a big thing.
Arsenal have been searching for that dominant centre-back for an awful long time. I mean, it's early days, obviously, but do you think that you've kind of found your man in him?
Well, I think for him to be stable, for him to perform, he needs the right structure around him, and the right organization. And I think we are getting much better at that. I'm seeing a lot of defenders evolving in things that we had to improve years to become a much more solid team. As you can see, he doesn't get exposed as well in open spaces many times. So this is more about the function and the structure of the team. And that's going to help them, the same way that the better our processes win the ball, the better we progress into the final third, we're going to help our strikers. So for the defenders, it's the same.
And obviously, there's still 36 hours to go, but the mood, certainly on social media, I know you can't gauge a fan base on social media, but there's growing criticism and frustration, and the usual, fans believe there's a lack of ambition from the owners if no new signings arrive. What message have you got for the Arsenal fans at the moment in terms of unity, if nothing happens between now and the end of the window?
Well, I think that I always, even when I'm here, try to be really honest and clear. And believe me, that the ownership, the boards, Edu and myself we're doing everything we can to maximize the resources we have to improve the team and sustain and keep the players that are in this club to make this club successful. I have 100% backing from them, and it's not just words, it's reality. And whoever knows me, if it wasn't like that, I would not say that, but I say it because I feel it and it's true.
And when you say the resources available, are you basically saying that the money's not really there to do what you would like to do?
Whatever we can do, whether it's ourselves or the owner, they are willing to do it, to support us, to back us, because I feel that they believe in what we are trying to do.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
John from the Mirror.
Hello, Mikel. Just following on from that, can I just you probably want to press home that just how happy you are with the squad, that you still feel that, if you can't add to the squad, just that they're very capable of doing good things this season, I guess.
Yeah, but my job is, I knew the players that I had. I'm really happy with the players that I have, and my job is to improve them. This is the job, and focus on the players that I have, in the staff that I have here, and to make this place better, and whatever we can add, we can improve. Of course, we will try to do it, but we have to be realistic as well about how much we can do in certain period of time. So honestly, my energy is in the people that work alongside us. They are all willing to help. They've been really supportive with me, and I can only thank them, and it's a give and take between us. Whoever jumps on the boat obviously will be welcome, because we will believe that is adding something here, whether it is a player, a staff member, or whoever. But I think now I can say that we all share the same ambitions first, and we have a very clear direction and purpose to drive the goals that we want to achieve right now.
Can I take you back to the game? It feels like you've had a hell of a week this week. 2 trips to Anfield, a lot of tired players, a lot of fatigue. You probably feel it yourself.
I need a break, I'm telling you, because...
international break now. But what does it say about the mentality of the group and the mental strength? Let's be honest, it probably wasn't a classic today, but you got the job done, didn't you?
Yes, obviously, going twice to Anfield, going once, emotionally, it drains you, because you know what you're going to face. You know that you're going to have any time. You know how good they are, how organized you are, how resilient they are. So you have to demand yourself 100%. To go 2 times in 4 days, and they want to win. It's not that they want to throw the Carabao Cup. They want to win. And when you see that commitment, when I see the reaction in the dressing room after we lost the league game, I said, this group is in the right path. Because I see that they were upset that it could have done a little bit more, that we could be a little bit more in the game until the end. That we had the chance if we didn't have 1 or 2 decisions in our way. They were upset. And this is another step forward. And today, we had to play the game that Sheffield United allows you to play, and you have to find after the moments to do that. It was a completely different game to Anfield, and that adaptability is very necessary because in the Premier League you have many different styles and type of games, and this is the steps that we have to take as a team as well.
Can I just ask you one more on Hector? 2 assists today. It feels like he's almost a bit of an unsung hero at times this season. Do you like what you're seeing from him this season?
It's no secret. He's demanding all the time to do more individual work, to improve in the final set. He's doing a lot of reviews, a lot of individual defensive work as well in things that he has to improve. And when you do that, you get rewarded. Maybe it's not going to happen in the first week or the first month, but over time he will improve. And he had a difficult period as well because his head as well was doubting because of the time that he's been here. A lot of things were happening in the background. I trust him. I know him really well. I know how much he can still improve. And he's showing every day that he's willing to do it. So I'm pleased because I really like him.
Thanks.
Last one, James.
Hi, Mikel. Actually, I just wanted to pick up on what you were saying there about Hector. There were bids from him coming from elsewhere. How much of a challenge, how much of a boost was it for you that he is staying put? Was he someone you feared might leave?
Yes, because I understand that after such a long time at the club and a lot of things that happened in that trajectory in his development, obviously he doubted, whether it is still okay for me to continue, what the ambitions are, how can I evolve here? But what I liked is that he came to me and said, I can see what we are trying to do here, and I'm convinced that is the right place for me. And then when you close that window, then you can open the next one. And he was a completely different player that I could see in training with his energy level as well and his willingness to do all the time a little bit more. We need to keep him fit as well. That's one of the issues that he had in the last few years. He's been really unlucky with injury. So you want to have that consistency and this level of performance, you have to be fit. There's no other way.
Did you feel like you needed to convince him? And what did you say to convince him?
I think I have to tell him, first of all, be very honest what I thought about him and then let him think, discuss with his family, with his people. And he came straight back to me and told me that he's 100% committed and happy to be here. And this is the kind of player that we need here. There is not 50-50s or 80s-20s. If we want to do what we want to do, it's only 100% commitment.
Thanks all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.